By the end of today's video, I'm going to be walking away with an absolutely free knife, but the truth is I've done this before. I've done it a couple times before actually. This time's a little bit different. That's because today I'm breaking down how you can do it as well, talking about my buy orders, talking about the skins I'm selling back at what price point and everything about that. So let's hop on into it. Now this is our first trade up here. We're going to be heading on over to the Kilowatt collection. We're going to be looking for 10 field tested skins, a 10-cent buy order, which we'll break down a little bit more in a second. 0.2235 or below on the float. Now this one is an average float, but there's a very important detail I need to point out. Coming down to our outcomes right here, you can see that I've got the Glock listed at $1.77 when the API price is 10 cents higher. That's because when I first did this trade up, as you're going to see in the video, it was June 2024. This is something I've done on the side just a couple minutes every single day, but I can't be constantly updating the prices with today's price because that would throw off everything. Although it would be nice to make an extra 10 cents on this trade up, that's not how it actually went, and that would be disingenuous if I used the higher prices now than what I actually did the trade up for back then. Skinland is today's sponsor, and they're giving you a $10 bonus with code MasterShiny just to try them out. They're my go-to selling spot with the highest rate for sellers, and it's super easy to use. They're going to be currently the best option, paying over 100% when you use that $10 bonus. They're super trusted when it comes to transactions, and it took me just about 2 minutes for me to get my over $200 from this Emerald Jormungandr. They've got tons of different payout options, and they're also going to be having a super low fee buyer's marketplace. It's super easy, tons of deals cheaper than Steam, and tons of different deposit options. This deal won't last forever. Make sure you check them out today with that top link in the description. Now, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to be using a buy order of 10 cents here. Now for this video, I'm going to be starting off with a budget of $1. We can throw that up in the left hand corner right now, but the truth about it is it's not going to be very much at just $1. On Steam, you can leverage your money 10x, which means you can place $10 worth of buy orders on just $1 on your actual Steam account. This is extremely important because we're going to be throwing up a ton of buy orders at 10 cents a piece because we want to get all of the skins that we could possibly get in this situation. Important part about this is you do need to recognize it's going to be much easier if you do have a larger budget because you can throw 10 times up that and it's going to be a much quicker process. Now for this example, I've got 100 skins right here. Now we're going to give you the breakdown. For this group of 25, we got 15 red, 2 yellow, and 8 green. This means the 8 green are instantly good to go. I mean, not even have to worry about the float. The 2 yellow I could try and use if I was a little bit cautious, and the 15 red I instantly have to sell back, which we'll get to that in a quick second. This next group I did a little bit better, coming in with 9 green right here. There was no yellow in this situation. This third batch was really on the edge. We ended up with 14 red, 6 yellow, and 5 green. But finally, this last batch was really good, coming in with 14 red and 11 green, which is a really good set right here. Now, giving you the breakdown of 100 skins, we ended up with 41% of the skins being usable, with 59 reds, 8 yellows, and 33 greens, which is a lot higher than I think a lot of people realize. Now I'm about to give you this breakdown for every single one because that would take forever and this video needs to get moving, but it's very important to show you that these do actually work. Now hold up just a minute. What about those people buying off my skins that I've got listed for sale? On average for me, it took just over a month. You can see right here in the background that I got my 10 cents back for every single one of these, which means I broke even on all of these skins, which is absolutely perfect for skins that we can't use. I think a lot of people get very discouraged when they don't instantly sell their skins right back off. It's going to take time, and that's why I recommend having a higher budget, but you can definitely do this with $1, and we're going to be starting that off right now. First trade up here, we need to make sure we're walking away with the profit outcome, and boom, that's the block 18. That's exactly what we're looking for. We've got a lot less stressful pattern now. I'm going to speed the rest of them up and put them in the background with a voiceover here. You can see that we actually got incredibly lucky in the beginning here. Hitting that block right off the bat is going to make it a lot less stressful because we're not going to be going into the negatives most likely, and as you can see, we end up going 3 for 4 on hitting that Glock out of our first 4 trade ups. Absolutely insane. Unfortunately, we're following that up with 4 straight losses, which is not ideal, leaving us with a total of $1.81 moving on into our second trade up. Now, as crazy as that sounds, that was just step 1. Step 2 right here, significantly easier. We're going to be doing a bunch of super highly profitable trade ups, starting off with this one right here, Spectrum 2 collection, field tested stat track, 15 cent buy order, 0.2075 or below on the float. Now for this one, we just need to grind it out as many times as we can. Here we are for this trade up. Now when you're looking to try and find these types of trade ups, the biggest thing is looking for items or skins that are from very liquid cases that are unboxed a lot. As you can see right here, Spectrum 2 is a little bit on the edge, but in total we ended up with about $3.14. Just remember, at the end of the day, you need to make sure you're always using a buy order if you want a chance at profiting with these trade ups. Continuing on, this third trade up right here is going to be a very profitable one if you can find the inputs consistently. We're going to be heading on over to the Recoil collection, which is a very popular case, very good. We're going to be looking for 10 minimal air skins, 0.1 or below on the float, and a 28-cent buy order is what I went with. You can actually get it cheaper right now, and when we look at the outcomes, 3/5 of the time we're going to be making over $1 in profit. It's a really good trade up to spam out. Now we went absolutely crazy on these trade ups. We ended up hitting 4 out of the 5 times for a massive profit. Now this is absolutely insane and not something I would expect to happen, but obviously these are profitable trade ups. You're going to make profit over time. We're ending up with a new total of $7.76, moving on into one of my favorite trade ups coming up next. Trade up number 4 is going to be heading on over to the Fracture collection. This one we're looking for 10 field tested skins, 0.2 or below on the float. Now this one you can do it in regular or stat track. I personally did it in both. As you can see, my regular buy order was 38 cents. You're not going to be able to do that today, so I would highly suggest you go with the stat track version. You're going to be able to make profit on this one. I went with 70 cents. You can do about 75. You're going to make profit. Coming down to our outcomes, it's the same on both of them. You need to hit the Glock Vogue, but everything is going to be profit at the end of the day. As with all the cheaper trade ups right now, I've got to go in the background. The biggest thing I want to point out is if you find a really good trade up and it's not super well known, make sure you check it out in stat track as well. Stat track's obviously going to take a lot more time. In this example, I've got 4 non-stat track and only 2 stat track, but stat track's going to be much more profitable. As you can see right here, we end up hitting the Glock Vogue on both of these stat track outcomes for over $6 in profit, and that puts us at a grand new total of $17.47. Now the next trade up is an absolute classic. We're heading on over to the Danger Zone collection. We're going to be looking for 10 field tested skins, 0.1875 or below on the float. For these ones, I had a 94-cent buy order, and you're going to see exactly why when we come down to the outcomes. We're making a massive $3 in profit per trade up attempt. You can see right here, I did them in June of 2024, so obviously this was a bit ago. This is still a pretty profitable trade up if you can find all the inputs. Now talking about this Danger Zone trade up specifically, you're going to see it going in the background here. We had 3 attempts, but you can actually do this one in the non-stat track version as well. Obviously, I highly encourage you to make sure it's still profitable, but at a 0.1875 or below on the float, it's really obtainable to make profit because the float is not super obtainable. It took a while for me to get the inputs for this one, but as you can see in the background, we're going to be ending up with a grand total of $28.26 after our 3 attempts. We've made it to step 3, and step 3 is where things start to heat up. We're going to be doing risky-ish trade-ups now. These are going to be trade-ups where we can win a lot of money or lose a lot of money. Starting off with one of my favorite from the breakout collection right here. We're looking for 10 stat track skins, 0.214 or below on the float. These ones I went with $1.82 on the buy order for all 10 of them. Coming down to our outcomes, we've got a 2/3 chance. We're starting off relatively safe here. As long as we don't hit that foul play, we're going to be about a $10 profit, which is perfect. Here we are for this trade up. Now, this is one of the important ones. We need to go ahead and hit this because if we don't, we're going to be in danger of going back below $20, but I'm confident. And that's exactly what we wanted to see. That's going to put us near $40, absolutely perfect. And because of that, we can go ahead and lock in for the big trade up I've been waiting for. This one, 9 field tested skins from the Prisma 1 collection. These are stat track, 0.1975 or below on the float. $3.20 is the buy order I personally used. Then we're grabbing 1 minimal wear skin from the glove collection. This one, 0.095 or below on the float, and $7.80 is the buy order. Coming down to our outcomes, you can see exactly what we're looking at right here. We've got a 45% chance at $60 worth of profit, a 10% chance at some decent profit. I will definitely not be upset if we get that, and a 45% chance at losing $20, going all the way back down. This is a big one. This trade up took absolutely forever, but it's finally time. We've got the 10 skins, and we want to go ahead. We'll throw this glove in number 5. We really need that M4. It would be absolutely insane. If you've not hit the like button already, please do so. Give us a countdown of 3, 2, 1. Oh, let's go! That is exactly what we need. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we actually hit it. This is insane profit. Oh my gosh, we're almost at $100 now. Here we are, big money. This is going to be a 50-50 from the Revolution collection. This one we're going to be looking for 10 minimal wear skins, 0.0875 or below on the float. It's a little bit restrictive, but with this one we're going to have some mega profit. $5.48 on the buy order. Coming down to our outcomes, you can see exactly what I mean. $74 almost coming from that M4A4 and a $35 loss if we get the AK. And here we are for another 50-50. We should be walking away with a massive profit if we can hit it. Please. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. That's insane that we're able to walk away with that. And then just for the heck of it, I've got a couple super profitable trade ups here. This one's going to be coming from the Kilowatt collection. We're going to be looking for 10 stat track minimal wear skins, 0.1 or below on the float. $4.24 is the buy order that I personally went with. Coming out to our outcomes, we can see a massive $27 profit with the M4A1S, a $9 profit with the Zeus, and only an $11 loss with the USP. Once you get up to these bigger budgets, there's a ton of money to be made with trade ups like these. Here we are to try and put us over that $200 mark. Absolutely insane to think that just a couple months ago we had nothing, but let's see it. 3, 2, 1, and okay, you know what? It's an $8 profit, I believe, and it's a decent looking skin, so I'll take it. Another mega profit trade up right here. We're gonna be heading on over to the Recoil collection. We're looking for 10 minimal wear skins in stat track, 0.0909 or below on the float, and I went with a buy order of $2.23. Coming down to our outcome, if we hit the AK, it's about a $30 profit. We're breaking even with the P250 and losing about $12 with the Kislev. And here we are hopping on into the second to last trade up, hopefully. We're trying to hit $200. If we could hit the AK right here, it would be perfect. Let's see it. We hit the visions. It's roughly a break even. At the end of the day, that's not terrible. The last trade up here, heading out with a bang. We're gonna be heading on over to the Gamma 2 collection. We're looking for a 7-3 split. We're gonna be looking for 3 factory new skins. These are $4.24 a piece and 0.03 below on the float. Now for the other 7 skins, we're heading on over to the Gamma 2 once again in minimal wear, $1.40 on the buy orders and 0.087 or below on the float. Coming down to our outcomes, we had a 2/3 chance. As long as we don't hit that sig mead, we're gonna be making some mega profit. Here we are. I'm almost getting a little bit emotional. It is the end of a journey right here. It has taken so long. There's been so much effort put into this video, but it is finally complete, and we ended off with a loss. But honestly, I can't even be upset with how far we've come. And if you were curious, this is the Navaja Tiger Tooth, the knife that we are officially walking away with from today's video, and it's absolutely insane. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop a like, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.